jump into it. Here we are, Pistols live. Let's go ahead and get started. So we have Spice Boys versus Error. I hope there's no errors with the game and with the Spice Boys. Hopefully the Spice can live up to the hype. This first round will be a pistol round to determine which side they start on for the real side of the game. As these maps can be very, very sighted, pistol round is very, very much more important than it used to be. It's be a bit of a warm-up exercise for a lot of teams, but now it is very critical to win. So how teams play it is going to be interesting. You can see everybody kind of dive bombing B fast. A couple of free shots coming out. Error. Looks like Waffles gets the first kill onto Master as Alex trades and takes out Waffles, but Blackhawk gets the trade onto Squash. And Critical goes for the shot and goes for the kill onto Alex as Habmensch. Kardiev gets the kill onto Blackhawk, but Habmensch will get the shot onto Beansaltine, leaving to just one player last alive, and that is going to be Critical in a 1v2 against the Spice Boys. Looks like Kardiev able to catch out Critical and Error critically erroring, with Spice Boys taking the round and taking the pistol round 1-0. So with that, Spice Boys will choose which side they start on for the first official round of the game. And we will get started in a few minutes once everyone is loaded back into the game. Things have been reset and they will be ready to go. So give it a few minutes. They will be warming up, getting their guns and their loadout selected correctly. And then they will be getting started. So give it a few minutes. We'll be right back. And with that, we are finally live. Let's go ahead and get into the game. This is going to be the first round of the losers bracket, or lower, semifinals. This is Spice Boys versus Error. Both teams fighting to stay within the tournament. Only a couple rounds left. Now, this is going to be, I believe, a best of one. So first to 11 will win the round. From there, we'll go to a finals round, which I'm going to guess is going to be another best of one, but I don't know if it's going to be played today. Maybe played tomorrow or another day. We'll see. We'll turn next revision to see what's going to happen here. Blackhawk pushing a little fast, but instead he's opting to wait for the pre-nades that security opts to throw. So team will get the first kill into Kardiev as Blackhawk pushes now safely into B now that the security units have gone past. Security though stepped up very, very well, locking down the market area there. You can see Habmensch clearing it out. He's now pushed in danger close, but Blackhawk will win the shot against Habmensch. Surgeon making a good push. He's going to kill into Alex as Alex Squashy gets the kill onto Bean. Bit of a trade back and forth. You can see Squashy waiting for the push. Not going to happen. Kind of caught out of position here as Error Simmer Down is actually locked down most of the map. Just a few positions left to play to get those. To get the kill onto Master. We'll get the second kill onto Squashy is the question. He sees the head. He gets the body shot, but still gets the kill. Error gets the first round 1-0. And just like that, another round on the board, rather the first one, officially for Error. So out of the gate, they had really good positional plays. Error did that. They actually played it perfectly on trying to clear out the market area within B and playing out the B location. Within B, you have to try and clear it out from this side. Oh, grab with the camera there. So you have to try and clear out this area here and then clear out this area in here, which is very, very tough for you. For a good team to hold. So Squashy early killing the beats is going to be very, very effective. You see Master setting up now, waiting for the push. It's actually a really good counter pick and could catch out that location, but ultimately Simmer Down will get the kill onto Master as Waffles goes for the shot where Squashy was playing before. He sees the head and takes out Squashy, but there's a player down below. Did Habmensch give away his position by running a little too loudly? It looks like Waffles is already aiming over there. Equally, the Insurgent Simmer Down kind of waiting for the push. There is actually a security player through that Molotov. Can't quite see him. Also covered by the arm there. Meanwhile, on B, but Simmer Down will catch out Alex, taking his head clear off. And he gets the rotation and kill onto Habmensch. Nicely played. Down to just one player last alive, and that's good to B. Well, it was Kardiev until Waffles took him out. Error take the round 2-0. So, finally, Air getting a little bit of better work on B. They're clearing it out a little quicker. Right now, Spice Boys are pretty much locked out of most of the positions they like to play in the map. Unfortunately, they're throwing grenades early on, playing the standard meta. Air are aware of that meta, and are just letting them play it out, waste their grenades, and then push around them and take them out. So right now, Spice Boys need to change it up a little bit and try to do something a little bit more, not so much off meta, but a little bit different in timing. Things going to throw off Air quite a bit. Whether that be positionally moving apart or playing closer together in this case. Not a bad call. We'll see how it plays out. Here comes the grenade set. Not going to hit anybody out of the gate. The Diesel team will get the first kill on the Cardiac for the round. It is a bit of a waiting game. As Simmerdown gets the shot as well into Habmensch. Simmerdown doing a lot of work for his team. And Critical getting a nice shot onto Alex. Here comes Simmerdown with the rotation into B. Master trying to guard it all. He gets the pick onto Critical. Will he get the kill on the Simmerdown is the question. He sees him, goes for the shot. He actually gets the kill through the smoke. Master getting 2 kills this round. He could catch up more, though, within B. You can see Insurgent's about to cap up Bravo. He needs to get on quick. He's not going to make it in time. Ultimately, the vault failing him. Only problem is that weapon will not wallbang through that surface, so he has to try and get the shot out and across. Squashy, though, he actually got the kill into Blackhawk, but he still has to take out Bean Saltine. He's waiting for that market push. Will you expect the second one is the question. Nice pre-fire. Ultimately, Master playing it a little safer than you might traditionally expect. But you can see Squashy trying to battle it out. He does not see that player. Oh, he sees that one, though. He gets a shot onto Bean Saltine, clearing out Bravo for Master to get onto B to cap it up. He's already started off the cap, and you can see Critical now going for the rotation to A to try and save it for the Insurgents in case they don't win B. Right now, Simmerdown facing a 2v1 on B. And to rotate. Master caps at B, bringing it now to a 5v2 as Critical gets onto A and now has to battle a 3v1 of his own on A. Simmerdown battling a 2v1 on B. Master set up with the rotation. He's going to get the shot. He goes for the wall bang. Partially takes out Simmerdown, but not quite all the way. He will give away his position, though, which means Squashy could get an easy kill here. Oh, but he did miss times it, unfortunately. Simmerdown winning the 2v1 on B, starts up the cap. Meanwhile, on A, Critical battling it out. Takes out one player, he has 2 more to go, and will lose it to Alex. To just Cardi F. Actually, Simmerdown last life. Simmerdown gets another kill onto Cardi F in B, clutching it for his team. That is 3 kills this round. Capping up B. Insurgents. Security opting to actually not decap A and actually going to go for a BC try and hold. Not a bad call. And just like that, Habmensch will get the shot onto Simmerdown. And Security, Spice Boys, take the round 1-2. Nicely clutched there by Simmerdown. Ultimately not enough to win it. Currently running a, is that 10-2 ADR? That is pretty, 5.0 is not easy to achieve. Although this is early round and early in the game. Simmerdown carrying the team a little bit, but ultimately not enough to carry the win. You can only carry so much before your back breaks, but I think the next couple of rounds we're going to see Air really start to show their weight and show their true strength. Right now they're kind of just warming up. Spice Boys equally are warming up still. I think they're still kind of rusty. We'll see how it plays out this next round. Matches up with a nice grenade. Runs for as well. Okay. Simmerdown with a nice double nade will take out Habmensch and Squashy as Cardiac gets the kill into Blackhawk within B. Security locking down B. Simmerdown trying to make the push into B to try and hold it. Nice pre-fire by Cardiac. Here comes the incendiary grenade. Simmerdown trying to dodge the wall bangs as Critical takes out Master and Alex will take out Waffles. Eric getting an easy shot onto Cardiac. Alex last alive. Trying to push into B in a 1v3. Students are already capping up basically. He needs to decap Bravo as fast as possible. He cannot give Insurgents any more time than they already have. Simmerdown covered by the boxes on the ground here. You can see Alex trying to clear it out, trying to make a play. He doesn't have a lot of time. He needs to move faster. These boxes also provide visual cover to cover him up to prevent getting wallbang. He runs right into Simmerdown, who takes him out. Simmerdown coming in clutch, and Air taking and continuing the lead at least now 3-1. Once again, Error has just had a little bit of good fortune in their way. Really good plays, really good positional stuff. They ultimately were able to lock out Spice Boys and were able to make a fantastic round of that one. Alex, he took a little too long to clear out Bravo and ultimately got outpositioned. It's not what you can really do in a situation like that. But I'm seeing... Okay, no, I'm making sure the stream looks good. I'm seeing the... obviously the in-game frame rate, you can't see it, but right now it's running at about 40 FPS for the most part. The stream, though, is running at a nice smooth 60, which is the important part. And here come the grenades. Simmer Down able to take out Master out of the gate. That's going to be big for their flanks. Ultimately, RDF trying to get the shot across. Gets some bullets around him, but not quite into Blackhawk. Blackhawk managing to dodge all of the ammo. Oop, I don't want to go there. Shooting across the sides. Waffles will able to nade Squashy out of the gate. That's going to be big, as Bravo is a holding pattern right now. Adventure gets the kill onto Bean Saltine, and Critical on the flank, trying to make a push to A, but he's going to be covered by Alex, which means he cannot push safely. Although he's focused on the wrong area, Alex actually rotates away, which means it's going to be a free rotation for Critical. He could capitalize on this and go to A, but will opt to go for the kills instead. Trying to cover B and trying to cover his teammates. Not a bad decision on that one. Critical here, the player drop is the question, and it looks like that is a negatory, as Alex able to cover his team. Ooh, Cardiff gets the kill into Waffles. Oh, and Critical will finally get the kill into Alex on the flank, leaving it to just one player alive. That is going to be Cardiff to get the kill into Critical. He gets the kill onto Blackhawk. 1 to go in a 1v1. Cardiff almost gets a shot through the wall onto the melon. Not quite the right melon, though. One more melon to go, and that is Simmer Down. Can he simmer down? Simmer down is the question. Simmer Down looking around the walls. Looking for the off button, not gonna find it. Cardiff knows where he is. Oh, baits out the flick. And Simmer Down will win the 1v1 and win the round 4-1. Just like that, they are calling a pause, not live. I guess there might be some technical difficulties. Someone might have crashed out or had a equipment error. Oftentimes you'll spawn into their game and spawn into the next round and not have certain weapons. Or have other weird issues that sometimes happen. Oh, looks like somebody crashed. Who is the lucky player? That is probably Master. If I had to guess, that is indeed Master has crashed out of the game, so he will be back in just a moment. In the meantime, it's been a bit of a slow game. As you can see, Blackhawk running the Taz. That is definitely a big gamble. We'll see if that was going to work out in his favor. It's a very effective weapon. It's not as OP as it used to be, a bit of a one-hit kill weapon with little to no recoil. At one point, it used to break through windows and do lots of very, very nasty things that have now kind of been nerfed quite a bit, thankfully. Still pretty OP, but equally the fire rate kind of nerfs it somewhat. Blackhawk working on his breaching practice. Good idea. They're waiting on their players to come back into the game. Critical. Planting his grenade throws there. And is a bit of a waiting game for Master to reconnect. In the meantime, I will be right back. You are watching the Sandstorm Esports League. This is the lower semifinals. Spice Boys versus Error. They didn't really call live, but I guess they are. They're not pistols live. That's a good meme, but they are live for sure. So let's go ahead and get in game and see what happens. And Squashy jumping over the melons, setting up for his usual place. Let's go ahead and follow Blackhawk as he pushes, I'm guessing, fast B with the shotgun. Gonna be and pushes in danger close. He could catch out some players doing this. He will get the kill onto Cardief. Gets him down, does get the nade kill onto Alex on the flank. But it is an Insurgent 1 round at this point. Ultimately, Master's waiting for the push by Insurgents, who are going to over-aggressively push. He gets the kill onto Simmer Down. Is he expecting the second one, though, is the question. And I'm guessing that is a negative, as he is not looking there. As his back turned to critical. Beanswell does get the kill to Hamench. Equally critical. Could see this player. He does. Goes for the shot. He does not land it, unfortunately. He does eventually land it, though, onto Squashy. Last side note is going to be Master held up within B. Aiming at critical. He has a tough battle as he has to battle Blackhawk, who is waiting for the push. Master waiting for the push equally from Error as they over-rotate out. But Waffles will get the wallbang and kill onto Master. And Error take the round 5-1. Just like that, it is another round for Error as they totally eradicate the security forces there, completely destroying them. Early grenade kills, early positional kills. Ultimately, they did over-rotate a little bit. A little over-aggressive on that one, and good read by Master, but ultimately, you only do so much. Once they set up for it, it's kind of a GG at that point. So, really you can't fault them for that one. Ultimately, security has to try and stay alive a little longer into the round than just dying immediately. So let's see how they play it. Everyone's doing a little bit weird lane positional stuff. You can see Blackhawk already running fast in and around the map. He dodges all the bullets magically. So now Squashy does get the nade kill onto Waffles, but Hamench will get the push and kill onto Blackhawk. Finally securing a little bit of luck in their favor, able to lock out Market and lock out B, but Beanswell team with the flank could get some kills here. If anybody is unlucky enough to catch to get caught out is the question. Beansaltine is near Squashy, but Hamench gets the kill and Simmer Down as well. Down to just Critical and Beansaltine, as Spice Boys have really spiced it up quite a bit. Waiting for the push. RDF capping for free as Security has opted for a diamond, or a square pattern, but Critical taking out Alex. He's going to go his position though, going to A, and Master will take him out on the rotation down to just Beansaltine last alive, trying to battle Squashy. About to come face to face. Goes for the kill onto Hamench and gets the second kill onto Squashy. Trying to clear it out. He goes for the spray. He actually lands under the Cardief. That's a triple kill for Beansaltine, but ultimately Alex will take him out on the flank, and Spice Boys will take the round 2-5. So, Spice Boys, a little bit of good luck in their favor. They would lock out Market there and lock out that upper billboard area within B, and that able to take the round pretty single-handedly. As soon as they lost a couple players early on out of the gates, it was basically GG for Error. This next round, I think that Error will be corrected. Spice Boys will be a little bit of a harder time doing that, but let's see what happens here. Critical running, well, I don't know what he's doing over there. I mentioned, though, pushing fast into B. Again, Insurgents have been leaving it open on Market. They can figure they just kind of had things locked down. Ooh, Hamench will take, this team could take out a player. Indeed, he's able to take out Blackhawk, playing too fast, and now gets the kill onto Master with equal grenade. Men's pushing fast. Oh, he's gonna get caught up by Waffles, though. Waffles not ready for that, but equally aiming and ready. Squashy just take out Beansaltine on the flank, but there's equally another player up above. Is Squashy gonna catch that player out is the question. He does not ultimately. He almost did, though. Had the gun in position. Waffles able to get the wallbang and headshot onto Squashy. As Cardief tries to lock out B. Here comes the grenade. Finally cooked, and he whiffed ultimately. into oblivion. You hate to see it. Both players waiting now for the push. Critical about to catch out this player. If he can see him. He does eventually see him. Down to just one player last alive. That is going to be Cardi F. Not Cardi B, that is Cardi F. If anyone can clutch it, yes, it's Cardi F, but not today. Waffles just throwing a grenade right in his face and taking out Cardi F. Error taking the round 6-2. Good positional plays there by both teams. Ultimately, Air able to lock out Bravo and take the round win. Only 2 rounds left in the half, and the kill feed and the scoreboard at least. We're down running an 18-4 kills and deaths. Blackhawk running at 2-5, running a bit of a meme strat, but equally pretty good kill spread across both teams. A couple people are struggling a little bit, but that's normal. Playing brute spots, you're not going to get a lot of kills, and equally not having a great night is going to make it a bit of a challenge. But not everybody is playing all the fancy, fun stuff. Sometimes you got to play the boring stuff too. RDF though running fast into B. He could catch out a couple players. Ooh, Waffles will actually get the early kill into Bench running fast into Market. That is going to affect a lot of the round and a lot of the flow for Spice Boys. Wallbang attempt. Only wallbang through one of those walls, not two, unfortunately. Equally, there's no one playing in that position, so we're not in the first place. Waffles kind of wallbang. Oh, actually, RDF kind of wallbang. Waffles gets the kill into Squash. His Master kills Beansalt team and Simmer down, locking out and trading onto Master. RDF goes for the push and gets the headshot onto Blackhawk, but he's expecting the second player pushing into B is the question. Indeed, Simmer down gets the kill onto Alec with the Ace 52 of all weapons. Full strategy caught. We'll see how that plays out for him. He's now blocking on B. You can see Insurgent has now moved into A to start up the cap, which means RDF has to make a push a little bit aggressively. You can see Simmer down in position in his favorite spot on the boxes. RDF able to get the kill into Ballistic Waffles from the grave, taking out RDF. Error taking the round 7-2. And so we are on the last round of the half. Currently, Air have a huge lead, 5 rounds up above Spice Boys. Spice Boys have gotten a couple rounds lucky here and there, but they're ultimately not on their strong side for sure. We'll see how it'll play out in the long run, especially for the next half, if Spice Boys can try and get a side. But right now, this is a fairly balanced map, so it should be relatively team strength based. So we'll see how it'll be played. Mensch, nice grenade. He could catch up the player. Oh, unfortunately, just not enough with the wall team. And they're sitting down, pushing in the nade kill onto Alex, and Beansalt team taking Mensch's head clean off within the market. Blackhawk trying to avoid all the grenades and all the different shrapnel coming in and around him. Squashy trying to get the shot across, not able to spot anybody out just yet. Looking for the players, not able to find them just yet. Comes Waffles. Shit! Nearly losing his head there. Although ultimately, Waffles going for the cheeky angle. Not able to land it onto Squashy for the kill, but does wound him partially. At least 50% of his health. Blackhawk managing to somehow avoid everything by pure magic alone. Down to just Cardiac last alive as Beanstalk gets the kill onto that player. And that is the end of the half. Spice Boys struggling there as Error takes it 8-2. And so we are at the next half. It is a new half, hopefully new sides for Spice Boys as they can show off their stronger sides. So far this game, they've been pretty lackluster. They've gotten a little bit of luck here and there, but ultimately they're just not able to work together as a team and get rounds on the board effectively and consistency. Error so far have been really lucky with good team plays. especially really, really strong independent player plays. They've been very, very successful in that first half. The second half is going to be a little tougher for them. Spice Boys can keep the momentum. Some teams are better focused on one side than the other. Very nice. Nice drill hammer there. So it's going to be tough to see how it's going to play out and who's going to ultimately take it. See, they are showing off their clipping abilities. Oh, a little sensitive on this view. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Okay. That maxed out view is a very, very high sensitivity. So it's sort of... But anyways. So, Spice Boys currently on the back burner for sure. They are definitely struggling a little bit on trying to move around and trying to get in the map. See right now, Air warming up their legs, getting stretched out, playing a new side, a little bit tougher, a little more challenging. So they're warming up their leg muscles by jumping up and down vigorously. Can't see it on here, but that's what they're doing. They're springboarding a bit. Anyways, memeing aside, Spice Boys, their biggest weakness has been just overall team play. They've been losing really, really good positional stuff to Air, which, mind you, Air has a pretty... I'd say it was stacked, but ultimately... It's not really stacked. There's no more leagues and no more teams running, so it's just they're just the best right now. Previously in other combinations, it was a little different, but due to the current structure of things being as they are, they're no longer a stacked team. They're just the best team. So they're kind of a weird mix of people from all over, from different teams previously in different organizations, but have now kind of melded together into Air for now, and so far they've been pretty strong. And I think they're going to ultimately take it to finals, if I had to guess, right now versus Spice Boys. But Spice Boys, they have a chance. They're a little bit weak on this game, but I think the next game, the lower bracket finals, are where they're going to really open up and start showing off stuff. Oh, this round, they could start, getting some rounds on the board and start actually possibly getting an upset. But equally, I'm not going to call the comeback until we actually see some rounds on the board. And right now, not a bad setup. Spice Boys Cardiac getting the first kill onto Beansalt Team for the first kill of the second half. Ooh, but Cardiac getting the wallbang as well into Blackhawk, but simmer down. Did we get the kill onto Alex? As Himench trying to get the flank around. Critical playing up and above. Bit of a unique spot, not a bad one, but ultimately not the most effective. Waffle's getting the kill on the squash out of the gate. And simmer down. Staying alive. Running the Tavor. Interesting option there. Himench getting the shot onto Ballistic Waffles, making it a 2v2 now. 2v3 actually. Bit of a waiting game here as both teams are just waiting for the push. Master though, not doing a lot for his team. Himench getting the kill into simmer down. Last life is going to be critical. Playing on the outskirts of the map. Not the map outskirts, but you know what I mean. Oh, having the connection. Okay, it's back. Not sure what happened there. Cardiac capping up B is going to bring it to just 1v5 for sure now. Critical battling out in a 1v2 on C, possibly. They may opt to just wait. They're already setting up the A cap, which means Critical's going to have nowhere to move. He no longer can rotate off the objective, which means they can push up. Oh, and Himench with the cheeky little angle there will get the kill under Critical. And Spice Boys get their first round of the half. 3-8. So, that is a good sign for Spice Boys, bringing it back a little bit. They obviously have a lot more work to do since they have a pretty big deficit to face, but equally, it is not impossible for them to not win it. Well, for them to win this, hopefully they can bring it back to make it a little bit closer than a blowout. 8-3, 11-3s are never fun, but equally not bad. Can't blame them for how they've done so far. There we go. I got it selected a little bit easier to see the bitrate. Had it covered before. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it. Nice pre-nade sets for both teams. Himench will get the first nade kill onto Blackhawk. And equally, it's a bit of a waiting game. Oh, Himench will catch out simmer down on the flank. And Cardiac will not. He finally gets down to Waffles. Ooh, good play there by Cardiac. Critical getting the kill onto Master. And getting another kill onto Himench. He's trying to go for the shot onto that B objective. Not able to land it. Again, that box spot is pretty OP. Oh, Squash will actually take out Bean Saltine. See, playing the boxes here, very, very effective. The last life is going to be critical. Critically playing the same spot again. Now in a 5v1, the cap up B. He gets the kill on the Squash, but will be called out on where he is playing, which means everybody playing C can just wallbang him, or just wait for him to rotate off of C and take him out, and lock down the rest of the map. And it will cap up Charlie, bringing it back for his team, but equally they have set up for the push. Oh, only one player actually pushing out. The Critical gets this shot. He does actually get the shot to kill onto Alex. Gets another one onto Master. Nice clutch by Critical. Now needs to push to A or B to try and stop it up for his team. Cardief priming A about 50% or so. Not wanting to die on there fighting a 1v3, but instead opting to rotate around. More flexibility. Waffles getting partially teammated, but that's his own teammate actually. Waffles getting the kill on the Cardief. Oh, but Habmensch getting the kill on the base. Team last alive is going to be Habmensch. In a turn of events, Spice Boys have really kind of thrown the round a little bit. Eric, oh, Waffles, nice flick onto Habmensch, and Error will take it. 9-3. Just like that, it is a unfortunate round there for Error to take. Spice Boys, you know, actually Critical, you can't blame Error there. They had a pretty tough advantage there in a 5v1. Critical coming in clutch on that C position there really saved Error's chance of taking the round and winning the ultimate clutch against all odds. Spice Boys had a really good setup there. Ultimately, their individual player abilities didn't really line up with what they needed to achieve, so they did ultimately lose the round. Hopefully this next round we can see them kind of come alive again and start to get a couple more rounds on the board. Ooh, Squashy and Habmensch taking out Waffles and Bean Saltine is a good start on the Alex, and let's get on the simmer down. If they can stop shooting for once. Ooh, but Habmensch get a nice kill onto Blackhawk just like that. I don't know what happened, but Air just got wiped off the server. He's got completely destroyed. Critical nearly whiffs onto Master, but does eventually land it. I dare to call it the Master effect, but Alex waiting for the push. Indeed, Critical getting the push of his own. He gets the kill onto Alex. I'm sure Alex was not ready for that one, but it's going to be shot out by Squashy up and above. You can see they already know where he's going to be at. They've already kept up Bravo. He has not gotten onto C yet, which means the cap up A, they do lose the round. Critical needs to get onto C to try and keep it and make it a match point round. Oh, he's going to rotate onto C. He take it by Cardief rotating into C. And Spice Boys will take the round, preventing the match point 4-9. So apparently it's Cardief, not Cardief, even though the truncated spelling would indicate that it's a Cardi and then capital F, which would mean that it's a capital F, which would be pronounced it. In case you're wondering, if you're Cardief, then it should be K-A-R-C-A-R-D-E-F. Cardief. Cardief. But anyways, pronunciation aside, I'll call him Cardief for you. Let's go ahead and follow Alex as he plays a bit of a weird spot. People generally don't play in this area very often because you should be playing where the objectives are, not outside of the boundaries. Anyways, Master fast, trying to get the push around. He is running through the smoke, sort of. I mean, the outside is of it at least. Ooh, so gets an early kill onto Alex, and Cardief losing to Blackhawk in that trade there. Bravo cleared up by security pretty well, but equally, Spice Boys have their flanks covered pretty well too. Ooh, Habmensch does not win the fight against Bean Saltine. Blackhawk capping up B for free. No one on Insurgents really able to do much, but Master does get the kill onto Simmer down, but equally has 2 more to go. Try and fight it out. Both are peeking there. Critical does win against Squashy. Master last alive now for his team. Blackhawk capping up B brings it to a 5v1 against Master. These are Master odds. Goes for the jump. He's going to give away his position with the drop. And he's going to get cut out by everybody. Does not see all 3 players there. Ultimately, they do hear him, though. And Error will bring it to match point. 10-4. And that is the way the cookie crumbled. Only 1 round to go for Error to win the game and bring it to 1 round for them for the finals for the lower bracket. Right now, Spice Boys on the back burner. They've gotten a round on the board, but they need to get another round on the board. Another 6 rounds in a row for them to keep alive and to bring it into overtime to try and save it. Error already a huge advantage. They have 1 round to win, and then they are basically in the W for the semifinals at least. Finals, we'll see. I believe whoever... I think, well, the other semifinals have already been played, so this is just going to be this one, and then the final, which is going to be the same teams, same setup. We'll see if we can play today. They should hopefully... I think they might actually want to wait until tomorrow, but... Because right now, Spice Boy is definitely not at their full strength. Ooh, Waffles will go onto Cardiff. I've mentioned Squashy taking out Waffles and Saltine. Someone now getting the trade, though, onto Squashy. Still alive. I mentioned taking some shots, but not dying quite yet. Ooh, he whiffs against Blackhawk. Unfortunate. Did not work out in his favor, but Master gets the trade onto Blackhawk within B. Critical, doing whatever Critical does, playing outside of the boundaries, out of the major areas of the map. Coming down. Oh, goes for the wall bang. Finally get the kill onto Master. And last live is going to be Alex for the Spice Boys. It is all down to this. It is almost game. Alex could get the wall bang here. Opts to wait. He does give away his position with that little run, though. And getting off of it will also give away his position. He already kind of knew where he was. So at this point, position doesn't matter. The 1v1 as Critical opts to play C. Alex, it is all down to him. Tries to peek it out, tries to clear it out. However, that security player equally is waiting for the push. This is about to happen. Both players waiting. Critical caps up C, bringing it now to a 5v1. Alex wins against Simmer down, but a little too late. Which means, oh, he goes for the teabag. The BM. 30 seconds left. He needs to make a move to A. So catch out. Beats LT to catch out the second player. He goes for it, does not land it. Make that 20 seconds left to go. Trying to rotate to A fast. He needs to hurry. Option switch grenades. He's already out of ammo for that foul. Shit. 10 seconds left. He has to make a move. He's taking too long to get a kill from behind. And Waffles will take him out and will take the game for semifinals. Error win 11-4.